Hi everybody, Paul Cameron here from SpeedUpMyJobSearch.com with some job search tactics and motivation for today. And I received a great question from one of the members inside our member forum in SpeedUpMyJobSearch.com who was asking about how to get his resume noticed. And his question was really focused on what time of day was best to apply, concerned about when resumes were being reviewed. And in this case, it was a long holiday weekend, and he was concerned that if he applied over the long weekend, then it would just go into a huge pile of resumes and never be seen. It was a great question. I know a lot of people are talking about this topic, so I figured it was worth making a quick video about it. And if this video is helpful for you, I invite you to click that like button so more people in your network can find it. And I thank you in advance for your support there. So what time is the best time to apply? Well, the answer may not be exactly what you want to hear, but the fact is that companies go through their resumes differently at different times. And if you want to talk about timing, I know a lot of recruiters who do their planning between 8 and 10 p.m. So that's when they're going through all those new applicants, trying to determine who they're going to call the next day. Others go through those resumes and plan their day first thing in the morning, and still others, truly, if it's a company that gets tons and tons of resumes every day, this is the most likely scenario. They have assistants who go through all the resumes across all the positions throughout the entire day, eliminating the resumes that are obviously non-fits from their perspective. Now, as some of you know, I was a co-host on the talk radio show Job Talk here in Chicago for a whole bunch of years. And based on what I learned interviewing all those hiring managers over the years that we had on the show, as well as the ones that I work with here in my daily job as a headhunter, I can tell you that an overwhelming majority of the people who are reviewing resumes are not spending more than 30 seconds looking at those resumes at the most. And by our surveys, most spend between 7 and 15 seconds looking at resumes, at each resume. So trying to guess what time of day a company is looking at resumes is just not something that's within your control. So I don't recommend spending any energy on that. But understanding that there is a high probability that there is someone who does not understand your skill set who's going to be reviewing your resume and making the determination of whether or not the hiring manager should see it in 15 seconds or less is something you need to spend some energy on. That's why it's so important to customize your resume to every job, matching the keywords from the job description in the proper places on your resume. That's going to get their attention. They're looking for buzzwords, so give them those buzzwords that they want to see, assuming, of course, that you truly have the experience that they're looking for. Lying about skills or dates or anything on a resume is just simply not acceptable. And please trust me on this. It's going to do far more harm than good to lie on your resume. But the point here is that the content of your resume will yield far better results than trying to guess the timing of when to send it. So having a customizable template that you can work from and adapt and adjust for each position is really going to be your best strategy. And if you need some help with matching buzzwords from a job description to your resume, I've got a really unique spin on that, on how to do it, which you can read on my blog at speedupmyjobsearch.com/wordcloud. I encourage you to check that out. Again, I'm Paul Cameron from SpeedUpMyJobSearch.com. Please subscribe to our free YouTube channel here or have these videos emailed to you regularly by going to drivestaff.com/motivate. And please don't forget to click that like button on this so that people in your network can find it. And remember, control what you can control. Read your resumes from the recipient's point of view, and you're going to find that applying for jobs doesn't have to be such a guessing game. You can do this. Now, it's time to get to work.